Welcome back to Boxing Unwrapped. Now, this topic I did 4 months ago and is one of my most watched, if not my most watched video of all time on my young channel. Let's talk about this. Terrance Crawford versus Teofimo Lopez 4 months ago to 5 months ago. This was a hot topic, and I actually made a video here on this channel, which is up to 26,000 views, which for me and my channel of less than 300 at this time is super viral for me, right? And I hope I get some traction with this one again. But it's back, as you saw those two snippets, it's back on the traction, back on the gaining momentum track. Teofimo Lopez said what he said. Now, I haven't really heard too much from the Terrance Crawford side, but I know that back then when this was being said by Teofimo, Terrance actually said, I would drop down. Well, I would stay at 147. And he would have to come up to 140, to 147. That was when Teo was actually at 135. Now seeing that Teo is at 140, jumping up one weight class, and he's already jumped to 140 and fought there. Jumping up one weight class is not that crazy, right? Now, the only hurdle for this fight would be 1, the money, 2, location. What do I say that? Well, Terrance Crawford versus Errol Spence did not by $250,000, did not make the million pay-per-view buy. I'm not saying it didn't make any money. What I'm saying is it didn't do the numbers it was supposed to have when you had two prime Hall of Famers, champions, fighting to unify and become undisputed at 147 pounds, and that didn't happen, right? The numbers didn't make sense, didn't generate. Now, Teofimo Lopez has a little bit bigger character, bigger than life. His father can sell a fight. Teo can sell a fight. I don't know about Crawford. Obviously, he cannot, because even with Spence, he couldn't draw in that million, that last quarter he needed. He's just not that guy. He refuses to be that guy to make himself money. And both of these guys would actually command a large purse, guaranteed. So for right now, this fight is just a what if. It'll probably never come to fruition. As a matter of fact, I would stand on right now, it'll never come to fruition. It's nice and kind of cool to speculate. Teofimo Lopez is young. Terrance Crawford is older. The clocks have missed each other. And I don't think it just doesn't make sense right now because of just who Terrance Crawford is as a draw. I believe that if he was a little bit more outspoken and try to sell his own fights, they could make $1 million, because I know that Teofimo Lopez can generate excitement in press conference, interviews, his father, surely. So it would, and the fight would be actually a lot of skill sets. With power, it would be an interesting fight. So it's kind of a shame that it can't happen because it's just a draw. And where we are right now in boxing when it comes to Terrance Crawford and his draw power. But if he had it, he would have made that $1 million. And also, and I don't think to this day Teofimo Lopez is a proven pay-per-view star. I don't think he's ever been in a pay-per-view. So that's what really will hold all this up. And it's too late to test the models, because if you say to Teofimo Lopez, hey, you have to prove yourself as a pay-per-view star, by the time that happens, Terrance Crawford is outdoor. It'll never happen. So what is nice to really think about it, would make a great fight right now. It'll never happen. We could always just wonder, make simulations, talk about it till the cows come home, but it will never happen now. So, but hey, you never know, right? We've been surprised before. If it happens, it'll be a great fight on paper. Let me know what you think. Leave a comments below. Will it happen? Will it not? And I'm out.